Ladies and gentlemen, this young man here looks pretty relaxed, I guess. Mr. Joey Jones back for. How was your jumping day, Joey?
It was all right. We've had a few NJs. We're mixing it up after the British Nationals. It's not our best day ever, but doing all right. It's definitely a tougher draw than our last one. It's not the easiest draw out there, I think. I mean, the 9 jump coming up with the 20, you had to take some pretty extreme engineering to get a good flow, and a lot of the teams that didn't take championship engineering suffered. We'll probably be talking about one of those teams later in this conversation. The draw is definitely not fast. I'm sure we're going to see a lot lower scores from, if we have the rhythm and airspeed matchup, they were all up in the 26 average. I think they're going to be much lower now at this competition, just due to the draw and how fast that U.S. Nationals draw was.
Yeah. It's pretty hot here.
Yes, I'm pretty happy not to be jumping this afternoon. We've had some dust devils roll through here.
Yep,
They've actually got us on standby thanks to Scott of Arizona, Brian Burke, who's putting us on a hold, watching the weather. It's like 35 degrees and
Celsius.
Yeah, Celsius. It's hot.
We're just back on calls now.
So they're starting jumping again. That's great.
I think so. Yeah, it has slowed down a little bit. The wind are not so strong any longer. The sun doesn't let down, so
no, it is super hot.
You have to drink all that. It's so dry too, right?
Oh yeah, and the dust. It's like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I lived here for 3 years, but I forgot how it's like everything. Fingers, you just get that dust everywhere. And your gear, if you come to Scott of Arizona, it's a great place. But your gear will never be the same because of the dust. But still, I mean, as far as running a meet, it's been really good, huh? Yeah. They're splitting up the days. The calls are they're not. I've waited once at the loading area. Normally, the truck pulls up. We get off the truck, the plane pulls up, and I mean, in this heat, it's great that they're running it so nice.
Hey, it's Brian Burke, huh?
Yeah, he's got some experience.
Yeah, he has done it a few times.
A couple of times, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about the competition too. So the draw we covered already is surely not a fast draw.
No, there's 3 randoms in the jump off round. So but we might get to see a jump off. 2 categories are looking like it right now. Which one should we start with?
Well, let's go 4-way open and then move forward.
The 4-way open. The big conversation is the bronze medal slot. We've got Sweden 2 points out from the bronze medal position right now. They've had 7 busts, a little bit ropey, but they are competing with the Mass Defiance and Arizona Odyssey, the original airspeed lineup that won this
2008 World Champions.
2005 here they won the World Cup though.
In 2008 they won the World
Championships, yeah, but they're defending Arizona World Cup champions. So the same team is back, but they've had 12 busts. They've had some exit issues, 8 of them on the exit, but they haven't trained. I mean, if you do 2 days training, you can't expect everything to work out. Mass Defiance is putting together a good performance. They've had 5 busts, so they've definitely been the cleanest of the bunch. They're both tied at 108 points, and Sweden's one back with 106. And there's quite a few teams. French are back at 104 or something, but it's definitely going to be interesting to see how that bronze medal place plans out. I would give my money on airspeed just because they've been out flying everybody, and if they get the camera issues sorted out, they're definitely going to walk away with it. But the Swedes and Mass Defiance are showing good, clean, solid rounds, so that's exciting.
That's talk about the U.S. sweep. It could be. It's absolutely possible that the first 4 teams will be all U.S. teams.
That's most likely. The Swedes have to beat 2 teams in order to jump up. So I definitely would say USA is going to sweep here at the World Cup in the 4-way anyway. I don't think they're going to win anything else.
Well, we shall see.
Or the VFS. They win the VFS, but yeah.
Let's talk about the top ranks. I mean, the difference between airspeed and rhythm. It's so big here.
I think
and most people expected it actually, but that much?
Well, it's a lot. Rhythm's coming off of a big high. I guess telling you earlier, I had one in 98, won the World Cup with the 20 average, came back here to the U.S. Nationals shortly after and did a 19.1 or 19.3. It's hard to put that kind of heart back into it, and airspeed had something to prove. But the big thing is the engineering that Rhythm took on the round 4 today was not championship engineering, and that's what cost them. They lost 7 or 8 points on one round. 8 points on one round, and the difference is only 14, I think. So really, it's that one round that cost them. It's the jump was 920G, and if you took standard engineering out of the 9, you have to make this big head cross back into the 20, which most of the teams, like the ones I'm on, one did, but most teams at their level have another 20, alternate 20, with outside center on the point, so you can go 9-9 and slide in. And airspeed, they killed the jump, I have to say. That was a championship jump, but it was championship engineering, and Rhythm, for some reason, didn't take it, and it cost them. But yeah, it could be a 20-point difference at the end of this meet. What really Rhythm, their goal needs to prove what they earned at the U.S. Nationals. They've got another year to prove. They don't really, in my opinion, they don't have to do anything here. They did it. Let's let them come down off their high and just prove it next year when they've got the time in the front end to regroup and come back.
So. I agree. That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the SB will, they will also. It's good for them to come back. Now they made their point.
Yes, they made their point, and but it's too little, too late, really. But yeah, they're going to finish off with the World Cup. I think Tiago's done. I think this team is over, and from what I understand, so it'd be nice if they can finish off at least with a good performance and win a gold medal.
Yeah, it's definitely Tiago's last meet. That's official. And but there's a very good chance that Nicholas, Mikhail, and Matt will continue.
Yeah, that I don't think anybody's talked about it. Nobody wants to ask him in the middle of a meet.
Well, he has said that already, so that's
well, good.
Yeah, no
it'd be interesting to see who they pick up and where they go and how they can what they can come back with. Women's category, once again, we've got a bronze medal fight. The U.S. team and the Germans are battling, and I believe they're tied right now. The U.S. team hasn't made round 6 because there's a conflict with the VFS.
Yeah, Brian Thompson, she is also competing in VFS.
Yeah, she's doing
she's the alternate actually for the team, for Phoenix XP. They couldn't have the complete lineup, so Brian stepped in.
Okay.
She's actually a VFS competitor more than a rally competitor.
Okay, so I mean, we got some. They haven't got to jump, but they're tied right up neck and neck. I think 70 points apiece, so that's really interesting. Might give us some good show. As expected, I think the French team is up by 8 points after 6 rounds.
As expected?
I expected it. I mean, you've got 3 people that have all done a 23 average or something. I mean, you didn't.
They didn't train at all. I mean,
no,
maybe
they
10
didn't.
jumps.
They did 80 jumps.
20 jumps. 80 jumps.
I think after the national performance, I talked to Matthew, and they did 80 jumps. They put a little bit effort in because they had NFTOs, and NFTOs having a great meet. They're definitely outperforming what they did there. But I know that the French Federation threw some jumps at the girls just because of the fear of NFTO.
Well,